Yo, so I got this kind of idea going on here. I guess first off, this is kind of like my first video. I'm gonna start doing like a weekly kind of video here, kind of show you guys a little bit more of me and my life, and maybe my whole process of my music and everything. Just to kind of connect with people a little bit more. So I think I'm about to move soon. I I've wanted to move to California since I was in like late sophomore year of high school, and I decided to, give me like four, at first I said give me like a year or two. And then I was like, realistically, give me like 3, 4, 5 years, something like that. Right now it's going on like 3 years because I graduated early in like 2016. It's about to be 2019. Um, so it's like going on, a couple years since I've been out of high school. But, I want to move out there as soon as possible. There's just kind of things that are in the way, Uh, but at the same time, it's like time will never be perfect. So if I keep waiting, it's just like not gonna work. And before I was like, well, let me go to Chicago for a year. I got some people out there that I make music with, or I'm gonna be making music with. Um, Still be close to like family and stuff for a little bit at least. And then in about a year, move to California. But I decided now I might just move as soon as possible, just because it's something that I need to do personally in my life. I'm not saying everybody should get up and move or that's your decision, but that's like something I feel, and I've felt that way for a while. And before I didn't know why, but now it's like, okay, music would be a lot better out there, the whole scene, and there's just so many more opportunities popping up every day in my face, like telling me, and it's really weird to explain it, but it's like something's pulling me there and something's telling me you gotta go there, like you gotta go. Before I even knew, like I said, I wanted to do music. Now it's like there's all these music opportunities appearing out there and all these things that are pushing me to there. And if I wait a year, I could lose out on a lot of stuff. So it's like I might as well just go. So I've been thinking about that. I'm thinking about putting my 2 weeks into my job. I got a lot of stuff bought now. Uh, I'll have money for a while. Like, I got my phone paid off, and uh, I mean, I'm doing pretty good. Like, I'm not doing crazy good, like holy shit. But the other thing is too is I want to sell like all my stuff because I don't want to move out there with all my shit. Like, I just want to have my studio, some clothes, some hats, some shoes, and be like, all right, I don't even need jackets out there. Being in Wisconsin, you have to bundle up in the winter. Out there, it's like you could have a sweatshirt, maybe a light bubble jacket, and be fine. So you don't really need much. But out here, you need hundreds of dollars of stuff just to survive winter. You need boots. Out there, you don't need shit. So I'll be fine there. It'll be just a lot easier, and I think it's a move that I got to do. Uh, if I do end up going to Chicago, it'll be sooner because I was planning on going in like April, but now I'm planning on just going as soon as possible. Saving up the next few checks and being like, okay, let me go. Or if anything, doing some side hustles for a little bit, making some money, or go to a different job for a little bit. But like I said, the time will never be perfect, so I might as well just hit it. There's no point in waiting for something that's never gonna come unless you do it yourself. So that's my thing is I'm gonna have to do it myself one way or another eventually. The sooner I do it, the better. And I'm not gonna get help no matter what unless I wait until I have all these people. But at that point, it's like, you know, I'd rather just do this for me, for myself, and I'm so young now that I don't have a family. I don't have an obligation to stay anywhere. I can do whatever I want. So, I told people I want to do this for a long time, and they know, and I'm gonna do it regardless of if people are coming or not. So that's the thing is like, this is what I need to do, and I'm gonna do it pretty soon here. Like I said, I might put in my 2 weeks for work. I might, you know, get all my stuff. I don't even have it all like moved in here yet, but just get it, start selling as much as I can, and traveling as light as I can. Maybe get like two suitcase or not suitcases, but like luggage cases, and fill them up. Clothes, you know, whatever I need, and then just moving out there. And out there too, I mean, there's so many people that want to move out there as like roommates, or so many people out there that rent rooms and shit that it's like I don't really need to even pay that money right off the bat. And no matter what, the first year of moving somewhere is gonna be a struggle. In LA, or if I don't even move to LA, move like outside of LA, I heard the first year is kind of like a struggle, and then after that you get rewarded. But I'm willing to do it. here things just move too slow here. And I could move to Chicago, like I said, it's still faster, it's still a city, you know, but that's not where I want to be. The only reason I want to be out there is to be close to people, but I don't want to rely on people anyway. And I don't mind being far from people. So I'm only going to take what I need to California, you know, a couple outfits, like I said. As long as I have my music stuff, a couple outfits, a couple guns, I'm set. What else do I need? You know what I mean? Besides food. Food's a waste of money, but you got to have food, you know? So just do what you have to do rather than doing stuff that you know, want to do until you have that money, until you are successful. There's other people that, like I said, they got nice cars, they got, you know, a lot better stuff than me, but I'm the one who's following my dream, and I'm the one who's gonna be moving, and I'm the one who's doing, you know, so in a way, I have something that's gonna last beyond my life. They have things that no matter what, they can't take with them, you know, so I don't know, that's kind of how I see it lately, but, I mean, I still got nice shit, but it's not all about that, you know, it's not all about that, so kind of set your focus on other things, you know, don't focus on that, especially if you can't afford it, but even if you can afford it, don't just spend all your money all of a sudden, you know, live in your means, you know, you don't gotta live below your means or above your means, but you might as well live below your means until you get to where you want to be above your means, you know. That's how it is. You might have to live a couple years, you know, how other people don't want to live the rest of your life to how other people can't, you know. That's the saying, at least. But if I don't end up moving now, I think I'm still gonna quit my job, at least in a couple weeks. I might not put in my 2 weeks, you know, right away. And I might start selling my stuff first. I might move to Chicago, then California. I might only stay there for 6 months instead of a year. I don't know. But, excuse me. But, you know, the plan has been to move to California for a long time. And I feel like, you know, if I move, things are only gonna get better. You know what I mean? It might be hard, but I'll get through it. And even if I move out there, I mean, I have a car, like I said. Like, I got something no matter where I go, because I don't have, like I said, an obligation to provide for a family. I don't have anybody to do for except myself. So it's like, it's just me, you know. This is what I am. So as long as I can work on my music, as long as I got a place to lay my head, as long as I got some food, I'm good. Like, I'll be fine. So I'm not gonna be living on my car. If anything, shit, I can go to LA and I can sell my car, because you don't need a car there. You can bike everywhere, or you can walk everywhere, or you can get a taxi or an Uber or fucking whatever. So there's options. Everything's so close there. Plus, if all I'm doing is making music and then have a little side hustle, or, you know, have a job nearby, there's so much more opportunity out there. Even though it's gonna cost more, like I said, I can, instead of jumping into a house right away where it's gonna be like, you know, $2,000 for a 1-bedroom, or like $1,200, whatever, it's, you know, I could pay a couple hundred and still live in someone else's house, or get a roommate and then split it. You know, like, there's multiple things I could do. I don't have to just jump in. Okay, I'm in LA. You know, right now I don't pay rent. I pay for my own food and my own phone, you know, but I don't pay rent right now. So it's like, damn, I went from no rent to now all my money's gone in bills. But I'm willing to work, you know, 2 jobs, plus still work 6-8 hours a day on my music, you know. I mean, I'm used to only getting 3 to 4 hours of sleep and working on my music most of the time. So I'm no stranger to that. You know, I've always been, I've always been doing this, but for my music, you know, the past couple months for sure, I've been on it. So that's just kind of where I'm at right now. So just letting everybody know that. I am gonna be dropping another song this month, but, you know, with my freestyle coming out on my birthday, another song I have to drop for the competition. And then I have to plan out some stuff for next year, because I'm planning on making 200 songs next year, on top of, like I said, you know, making one of these kind of weekly videos. Also, I'm gonna keep posting daily on my Instagram, and what was the other thing? 200 songs a year, Instagram, YouTube. Is that it? Post a song a month, a video a week, make 200 songs average a year at least, and post every day on Instagram. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so, you know, just I'm gonna keep doing all that, or, you know, amp it up more. And I'm definitely gonna be like just growing a lot this next year. I can tell. Even if I don't blow, I'm not planning to just blow up when I move to California. That's not how it's gonna go, and I know that. But I'm planning to definitely have my foot a lot further in the door than it is right now. It's kind of like my toes barely smushed in there, and I'm trying to get my whole fucking, like I'm trying to put my whole foot in that door. I'm about to open that. Let me in. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna get it myself. You can see the merch here, dropping some stuff soon. But that's another thing too, is that my website, I gotta get that set up. So I'm trying to get all the big stuff out of the way now, all the big kind of things. I got a lot of stuff that I gotta do, but I also have a lot of stuff that I've done in this past year that most people don't do in their past 6 years, and they've told me that. Even my past 6 months, when I've actually been kind of doing stuff, because for half the year I couldn't really do anything. But I still say, I've been doing this for a year rather than making up an excuse for it. So it's, I do a lot. I fucking do a lot. And I research a lot, and I implement a lot. It's pretty nuts. But I'm happy though. So besides the moving, and besides kind of just the overall update of what I'm gonna keep doing and what I'm gonna kind of do next year, and what I'm gonna be dropping. Like I said, I'm gonna drop a song a month at least. I think I might drop a little EP February, so we'll see. I think, for sure, especially if I'm making 200 songs next year, hell yeah, I can definitely drop some shit. I already got over 200 beats, so that's no problem. It's a lot of fucking money, actually, for that. Some of them are exclusive, too. Dished out a lot of money for that. But, I guess just, follow kind of my example, and not in a way to kind of put myself above everyone, but like, just follow your dreams, even if you're not young like me, even if you have the family, even if you can't move like me, just do something you love, and that's it, just keep it real. So if you're young and you watch this, find out something you love. What is it? It doesn't have to be music, it doesn't have to be anything that relates to me, but as long as you're doing something and you're happy with it, or you're inspiring other people, or you're doing something to better the world, go for it. The world is such a big place where somebody else is going to like your idea, and they're either going to buy it from you or they're going to help you. And it might take years, it might take 5 years, it might take 10 years, it might take 20 years, but you know what, if you keep working at it to a point, you're going to be so good at it that people are going to either pay you to do it or buy your product. And that's the thing. So once you keep doing it, you're going to make it no matter what. Now sports, I don't know much about sports. I know sports is hard. I personally won't get into that, but I'm not a sports guy anyway, even though I do wear sports hats. I've never been into sports. That's the thing though, where that's hard. If you made it in sports, I give you props. That's some hard shit. And even when you do make it, there's some stuff you got to do that you don't want to do. I can't really get into all that though, but with music, it's different. You got a big following. People are gonna like you for a long time. Just do something you love. Just be yourself. I guess it's kind of corny, but it's the truth. People have been saying that since we were young, and be realistic, but just be yourself, and that's it. At the end of the day, it's all that matters. As soon as you decide on a goal, or you start working towards that thing. And that's the other thing too, is have goals. Set realistic goals, and be like, you don't be like, hey, I want to be, this, but I don't know how I'm gonna go from not knowing anything about it to doing this. Start researching, start doing things. If you want to be a firefighter, start working out, start, building yourself up, and be that thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's not gonna happen overnight, just because you want it to. Like, it's not just gonna happen and snap of your fingers, but it's gonna happen. Like I said many times over though, just be yourself. Just have fun, just live in the moment, but not too much in the moment, if that makes sense, Yeah, I guess that's it. So that kind of concludes my my first video here. Hope everybody enjoys it. Hope everybody kind of was a little bit inspired, and if anybody wants to come to California with me, let me know. But yeah, I'm for real about to move. at least somewhere, or at least kind of start thinking about it, and we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated on that, but it's definitely gonna be a big change. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. That's the thing too. Instead of always being like, "Oh, I wish I could do this," start saying, "I'm gonna do this," and it'll come to you. You know, whether you want to hit the final prestige in Call of Duty, or you want to be a famous doctor, you know, you got to hit them steps, and you got to learn, you know, what you got to do. But just do it. You know? That's the only thing you can really do, is just do it. People are gonna tell you, "Oh, you're not gonna make it." Maybe I'm not the best example for that, but one day I'll look back on this video and be like, "Damn, you know what? I knew this whole time." So, and then I'll tell people, and then they'll believe me. They'll be like, "Man, this guy was saying this for years, and he made it." So, all right, I got this bright ass light in my face. I'm about to sign off. So, here we go. Timo Cruz. Keep you updated.